and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
Hey, I'm Willie Nelson, and you're watching HempRock TV.
We don't run, and we don't compromise, we don't quit, we never do.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. I am Master Sergeant Tony Vance, the voice of Freedom's Voice. This time, let's talk about Europe. You know, your grandparents, they had that nice house, they had all the modern conveniences, and nothing was ever messed up, and they could afford it now because their kids were gone, your parents. You know, the nice house. The end of World War II, Europe was pretty well destroyed. You know, there was a lot of damage done in England, but it got off light compared to the rest of main continent Europe. And after that, they decided that they're going to try and create a world where that wouldn't happen again, where wars wouldn't happen again, where dictators wouldn't rise again. That's what they wanted. I went in 1970, and physically, it was about half rebuilt. And you could see the progress they were making, and it was really making a difference. But at the same time, they were rebuilding their country, like, for example, Germany. They were also rebuilding the psyche of their people. And they came to realize that the struggles of the people to survive, to have enough money to live on, to have a decent life, if you can take care of those things, you can avert the rise of dictators and authoritarians. Oh, yeah, we'll fix it. We'll give you say anything they got to say to get elected. Once they're elected, they don't give a damn about you. Look at Donald Trump. He didn't care about anybody but himself. It's matter of fact, you know, in his defense, he is psychologically incapable of thinking of anybody else but himself. That's what that rampant narcissism that he suffers from causes. He can't think of anybody else. But I went back. Well, I was assigned there in 1970 for about 3.5, 4 years, and 4.5 years, I think. Anyway, and it, you know, the country was in pretty good shape. 1980, I was sent back again. I came back to America in 74 and then went back in 1980. And it was a world of difference. Bustling Autobahns and businesses and just, you name it. The end of the Cold War, now in the 90s, the place has exploded. And my brother lived in Belgium for a few years, right? And he said it was fantastic. They take care of their citizens. Because like I said, they realize that if you don't take care of the people and they get antsy and anxious, and in America here, we're having a problem with truth. Everybody's all anxious. What's going to happen next? The Europeans realize, and the Germans particularly realize, that if you can provide for your citizens, you can avoid the rise of dictators and authoritarianism and unrest. And so that's what they've done. Paid family leave, universal health care, financial assistance to keep people from falling through the cracks, housing assistance, all these things. You know, the difference between America and Europe is the fact that Europeans support the unions by a rate of something like 71%. And we only have a 10 or 11% participation in the unions here in America. And that's why you don't have all these nice things that the Europeans have. that the Germans have. You know, now Biden is trying to do he's not trying to copy Roosevelt, but he's trying to do an updated version of Roosevelt and give these kind of things to our citizens. And the Democratic caucus wants to do that too, except for a couple of idiot holdouts. The Republicans, all they want to do is stop you from voting. And apparently they got a bug up their butt about abortion. They want to make sure that women of childbearing age do not have any rights, even though the Constitution says they do. That was ruled on already, so, you know. But Biden's plan pretty well emulates a lot of what the Europeans are doing, which is a good thing because they give a shit about their citizens. And we need a government that cares about us. Not cares about getting tax cuts for the wealthy donors. We need people that care about us. Biden's plan, he's got, let's see, the child tax credit, medical, dental, and vision on your Medicare, housing and homelessness. They're going to work on that. Paid family and medical leave. Europeans have all this stuff. Long-term elder care, universal pre-K, child care, expand the ACA, Medicaid expansion in red states, and free community college, a free 2-year college. You know, the college in almost every country in Europe, college is free. Schooling is free. They don't make money off their children's education or their health like we do. There are some things that should not be under the realm of capitalism. Universal health care. Everybody gets the same health care. Everybody go whatever doctor you want, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people say, well, then the government will be deciding what I can have and what I can't have. Well, the insurance companies already do that. You aren't pissed at them. They already do that. They already deny you coverage if you need a procedure that they think you don't need. They're not the doctor, but they're the gateway. They keep you from getting the care you need sometimes. You're worried about the government, and you're not worried about them. They're in it to make a buck. The government's just in it to get you health care. And that's a fact. But all these things are all things that the Europeans have already. Grandma and Grandpa Europe are sitting over there in their brand new little house and having a good old time and letting the government take care of them until they check on out the door. We could have all that. We choose not to. We elect people who don't care about us. We elect people who only want to stay in power. They don't want to accomplish anything. The Republican Party has no platform other than whatever Donald Trump might want. No policy suggestions, no proposals, no nothing. Just get Donald Trump back in power. I guess so they can do another tax cut and give their donors more money. I don't know. But our cousins or ancestors across the pond there, they're doing pretty damn good citizen-wise, individual citizen-wise. And they're not ashamed that their country helps them out. They expect it. And we should too. We absolutely should too. Now, I don't know what the hell Manchin's got up his butt. We don't want you to be an entitlement society. The people who are sitting on their asses are 93% of our wealthy citizens who inherited their wealth and didn't have to work for it. Those are the people who aren't working. Okay. Every test of a universal basic income shows that people take that money and improve their lives. And they spend it because they're poor. They have to spend it. And that drives the economy. Giving money to rich people to put it in an offshore bank account certainly does not. And there's no reason why our citizens can't have all these good bennies like any other modern country's citizens does. We need to elect people who want to do good for us. Not people who just want to stay in office so they can grift more money and get the perks and be a big shot. You know, he come damn close to losing our democracy or not long ago. Got to be more careful about what the hell we're doing. And you got to vote for people who want to improve your life. The Republicans have no policies to improve your life, just to make it harder for you to vote. Why? So they can stay in power and still not do anything? They stopped Obama from getting anything accomplished. Everybody got so disgusted after 6 years of nothing getting done, they voted for that clown that was the last president. Now, most people with any common sense know that was a damn mistake, but what the hell are you going to do? One side won't let the other side accomplish. I mean, if the Republicans don't want to do anything, get the hell out of the way and let everybody else. Let everybody else try and improve the lives of our citizens if you guys want. Stop screwing around with the American people and the economy and the government's checkbook. You ought to be damned ashamed of yourselves, supporting somebody that wants to overthrow the government. That's it. Until next time, as far as cancer goes, we did a treatment yesterday morning. I get 3 shots. Next 2 weekends, we get treatments. And then they'll do a scan. And then we'll be able to let you know what's going on. If I look a little worn out, it's the first day or two after the treatment kind of drags me down. But we're still alive. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Hi, I'm Willie Nelson, and the Willie Nelson Teapot Party and I endorse Veterans for Medical Cannabis Access.
Just roll me up and smoke me when I die.